3D shape. So we have a cone and a cylinder together, and we're trying to find the surface area. So when we're doing the surface area, we can break it into the different sections. And the first thing is that we know we have the top part, and the top part is actually just a circle. Okay, so if you imagine the circle here at the top. So the area of a circle is equal to pi times the radius squared, which is equal to pi times 2. We're told that the radius here is 2 squared. And I can type that into my calculator, and I know I get 12.57. And then the next part, if I move down the shape, is that I have the kind of edge piece that wraps around, which is this part here. So I've now got the cylinder, and it's the curved part only. So the cylinder curved part. So it's kind of this shape that's kind of wrapped around. And the area of that is equal to 2 pi r times the height. So that's 2 times pi times r times the height, and the height of that part is shown as 10. So this part here. And when I type that in, I can find that that is 125.66. Now you'll notice I'm rounding these to more accurate than 3 significant figures, so that at the end my answer is definitely accurate to the 3 significant figures. And then the last thing I have is the curved part of the cone. So I have the curved part of the cone. So that's this part here at the bottom. And the area of this is equal to pi times the radius times the length. And the length is actually this length here, which is the curved length. So for that one, I have pi times 2 times, and I need to find the length. Now if I know that the height is 3, that tells me that this part here is also 3. I also know that this is the radius, so this is 2. Okay, it's the same as this measurement here, or I could have done it on the right hand side, and that's 2 for the radius. So using Pythagoras, I can now find the length. So I have 3 squared plus 2 squared is equal to the length squared. And if I work that out, I get the square root of 13, or 3.606. So I now know that the length is 3.606. And when I type all that in, I get 22.65. So I need to add those 3 numbers up. So I have this surface area, and this surface area. So the total surface area is therefore all of those things added together, which is 160.88, or as an answer to 3 significant figures is 161 centimeter squared. And that's my final answer there. So in terms of the marks, there's 1 mark for working out the length of the cone, so using Pythagoras. And then there's 1 mark which is for using the correct formula and substituting in. And there's a 2nd mark if you've substituted it in all correctly and you've made no mistakes. Okay, so that's for substituting it in correctly. And then the final mark is for your answer, which would be rounded to 3 significant figures.